Cornelia Lubin.
All right, so you were here tonight. When you were coming to this venue, talk to us about how thrilled you were you to see the National Strings Orchestra in concert and to see you have a son or daughter? And to see your daughter performing here today.
Oh, well, I was excited because it's been a while since my daughter has played with an orchestra. She started a while back. She was part of the Marshall Youth Orchestra, which is no longer. And so I was looking forward to her performance this evening. So I was excited.
And what about her? How thrilled was she to be here?
Oh, she was very excited, because as I said, it's a while she has played with an orchestra. And she and Miss Tench go back a long way because she was a monitor when Miss Tench was in charge of the Marshall Youth Orchestra at Marshall. And they have just rekindled that relationship, so she has just started back with Miss Tench at the Marshall School on an afternoon, after school. And so it was really wonderful. It's really wonderful to see them back together and helping out.
Talk to us about the emotion that goes through a parent seeing your child performing, especially in an orchestra setting, because that means everybody's working together. It's one harmonious sound coming out of it. Talk to us about that feeling.
Boy, it's wonderful. It's exciting. I mean, especially when they have their little solo or little duet, you look forward to, that performance. Are they going to make mistakes? How is the audience going to gel with what they're playing? So it's really an exciting time for me as a parent watching my daughter play. And after such a long time in an orchestra, it was really thrilling. I mean, I videotaped, I took pictures. It was just exciting and just relaxing to see her in her element, more or less.
Finally, you're thinking on the National Strings Orchestra, the initiative by Tench to get this going.
Hello. I couldn't be more proud of Miss Tench. She has gone through a lot, and she's now on top of things where her music is concerned. And it's such a joy to see a young person taking on such a grand initiative, because the instruments are not cheap, and to be going from one location to another during the week just to get children to play, to develop a love for music is fantastic. And I want to say to the parents, continue to encourage your children to play any form of music. Continue to encourage them to balance their music and their academics. And I want to appeal to corporate St. Lucia. Miss Tench needs your help. The National String Orchestra needs your help. Please do support, because these, I think there were about 29 or 30 young people are on the right track.
So what's next for the National Strings Orchestra?
What's next is that we'll be having our workshop as usual come Easter, and we'll be looking for sponsorship to help, especially those who cannot, I repeat, cannot afford the instrument. First of all, our fee is very small. Our fee is basically for paper, and I mean the tutors who assist me to give them a little something, at least transportation. For myself now, basically I don't get paid from the program. You know, for now it cannot pay me. So since it's my baby and my love and my satisfaction comes from seeing the students, getting them, and the National Strings Orchestra, we started from scratch, from zero. We started with me personally having some violins of my own. I believe I started this orchestra for hair. I started with my 2 cousins. I said, okay, let's give it a try, something new. So if I get them started, then the rest will be encouraged to join, and like that, we came off the ground.
One of the young members of the National Strings Orchestra. You found Jafariah, Jean-Paul.
My name is Kwabel Nurse and I go to the Eucharist Louis S.D. Primary School.
Alright, so how did you get involved with the National Strings Orchestra?
Well, when I was 5 years old, I loved the violin. So I asked my mother to join, and there was a violin class in the academy, and so she set me up for practice.
What about the violin did you like?
Well, I like the music, the sound, and stuff like that.
Is it an easy instrument to play?
No, not very easy.
Now, I know you were getting ready for this concert tonight. First of all, how excited were you to be part of this concert?
I was very excited, overexcited.
And as you came in here, were you nervous, knowing that you have an audience to perform, your parents are here as well?
Yes, I was quite nervous.
So how did you get over your nerves?
Well, I took a deep breath, and then I look at all the people, and then I start to play.
So, talk to us about you getting ready for this show. For example, how much practice did you put into preparing for this concert tonight?
I practice like 1 hour every day, and this week we had a violin workshop, so we practice from 8:30 to 5 p.m.
Now, talk to us about the feeling of being here performing with an orchestra.
Oh, it feels good to perform with all your friends and the orchestra around you and people you get to know better and stuff like that.
So are you likely to continue playing violin?
Yes, I'm likely to will.
Okay, Lavelianus.
As you were coming in here for this performance, talk to us about the kind of a feeling that goes through a parent coming to see your son or your child performing a concert.
It actually makes you feel really proud that your son can actually accomplish something like that, because he actually started the training for the concert a bit later than everybody else, because he's in grade 6 and he had lessons as well. So he had like probably 4 days plus the weekend to learn all of the songs, and I really pushed him. Sometimes I even wondered whether he would be ready, and then tonight he showed me that if you just push the children, give them the extra push that they need, then they will succeed at whatever they put their minds to.
So talk to us about the feeling of being here and seeing those young children playing an instrument, the violin, in an orchestra setting, and coming out with one harmonious sound. Talk to us about that feeling.
I think we actually need a lot more of that at our schools. I know we probably do not have the budget to facilitate these things at our school, and kudos to Miss Tench, who actually takes her time, her patience to organize this for the students and at a cheaper price for us parents. Because some avenues are actually much more expensive than she is. And when she takes her time to put all of this together, I mean, you have the smaller ones, they actually have different grades according to their skill and their level. And then you see them grow, because my son started and he wasn't playing as well as he does now. But then they grow with the orchestra, and she takes her time and sees that they learn what they need to learn, because music has been, I guess, proven to enhance the brain, concentration. So it's important that the children learn all of these little things, and it's good to bring everybody in a setting so they could see what they've accomplished for the year.
As a parent, what kind of appeal would you make to the general public, to the business sector, to support such initiatives?
As much as we push our children academically, these little areas are important in their social lives as well. We parents tend to always push academics, but these things are important. Children need to socialize, they need to learn other things that could aid them in developing themselves for, the future world. You could never tell. He could then go on to teach. He could get a scholarship, a music scholarship, to study over abroad in his field or whatever it may be. So we need to push them. And even if your child starts, because the thing with him is he started, and when he started getting challenging, he didn't want to go, he didn't want to practice, but you as your parent, you have to keep on pushing them. Just keep pushing them, because we as parents know what's best for the kids. So just keep pushing them, and with like Miss Tench and the whole team, people, they have an extra support system, they'll be okay.
Together